taking us home today. Do you have anything to say before we get into questions?
Nope.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
Will do. Hi, Diamond. How are you?
I'm doing well, Bob. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing this.
Cool, yeah.
So, first couple days of camp, impressions, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of new bodies. So a lot of new energy. A lot of young players here. I know I'm not that old, but a lot of rookies here, Aaliyah's here. And so just a lot of fresh faces as far as the USA pool goes. I feel like those of us who have been to multiple training camps, we're very familiar with one another. And so now that kind of this tide is turning in USA basketball and we're seeing changes as far as like national team members retiring and, moving on with life. So it's just, a lot of opportunity. I think that everybody here is bringing really good energy, really positive energy. And just the past 2 days have been very competitive. So really enjoying it.
Right. So it's funny you keep using the word energy because that was used more than once in yesterday's sessions with you specifically in mind. So did you come in with that mindset that, man, I'm going to bring it at this camp?
Well, yeah, I think that being invited and getting cut is really not serving me anymore. I've overcome a life-changing medical experience that has kind of put a lot in perspective, and to have battled back from that and to now be back here at the most competitive women's basketball training camp that you could be at. I'm not taking it for granted, and I'm just here to kind of give it everything that I have. And regardless of the outcome, I will know that I've gotten better, and I've made the people around me better. So just trying to, embody everything that USA basketball is all about. And that's just winning, winning energy.
Yeah. In addition to yourself and your impressive comeback, anybody in camp who particularly maybe among the kids who you were pretty impressed with at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Aaliyah Boston, obviously she's the youngest one here. She's really holding her own. She's done a really, really good job in our scrimmages, seeing a lot of good things from her. Ryan Howard just continues to be the scorer that she is. She, obviously is who she is. And so she's just kind of carrying over what she did in her rookie season to this training camp. Shakira Austin, obviously very active post player, got a lot of energy. She's probably got more energy than I do. And so, I'll really say those three, but everybody here, that is considered young, I still consider myself young, but those that are younger than me, just really doing a good job. And I just try to echo to them, push yourself, get something out of this. And just try to learn from those around you. We got some vets here. We've got Angel here. We've got Olympians here. Steph is here. So just trying to learn and grow.
Yeah. Sounds like a good mix.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Bob.
Jen, go ahead.
Hi, Diamond. Thanks for doing this. Jen Hatfield with the Next.
Cool.
You mentioned your comeback earlier, and I'm curious, given all that you've been through, when you found out that you were going to come to this training camp, what did it hit different, for lack of a better way of phrasing it? Like, was it more emotional or what have you?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like, so every time that I've been invited to this camp, it was always something that I planned for. I knew it was like, okay, probably gonna have training camp coming up, probably gonna be, getting invited back to, just because I was just playing at a high level, I felt like I belonged. And, after the past 2 seasons, just having a role primarily coming off the bench, for my teams, and just seeing my identity or trying to reshape my identity. So once I got the invite, I was kind of like taken aback, because it's one of those things that just kind of validates the work that you've been doing. Not that it would have invalidated me as a player had I not got invited, but it was definitely one of those feel-good moments of just knowing that I was doing the right things, and also just made me feel really good that the people here at USA Basketball who are responsible for coming up with the pool and the roster, that they still saw me in that light, still believed in me, and wanted to give me an opportunity to compete and show myself here at training camp. So I'm just really grateful.
And then with, your role kind of changing throughout your career and even over the course of this past season in Phoenix, what do you feel like you've learned about yourself, or how do you feel like, evolving over the course of your career? How do you feel like that sets you up to play well here this time and hopefully make a roster?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is being adaptable, and being in the position of taking on so many different roles over the past couple of years. I've learned that I'm able to do those things. The thing about USA Basketball is, like, you're still trying to carve out a role for yourself. There could be 12 people here who are their team's leading scorers, but if you don't have somebody that's going to defend, if you don't have somebody that's going to set screens, somebody that's going to rebound, somebody that's going to move the ball, 12 scorers is not what creates a winning team. So for me here is just carving out a role here as somebody who's going to get up and down, push the tempo, defend, and just make the right plays. I think that's something that USA Basketball has always had out of their wing players, especially utilizing size on the defensive end. And so in knowing that, those are the things that I've just tried to focus on in training camp.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's now go to Nathan, and we'll give you your afternoon. Thanks.
Hey, Diamond, how are you today?
Good, Nathan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I wanted to get your thoughts on, you being invited to Team USA numerous times. Was there any particular player that you followed, like Maya Moore, for example, or Lisa Leslie, like saying, like, I want to be just like them with Team USA? Was there anyone that you like gravitated to, especially being a part of a special team like this?
Yeah, I mean, when I think about, my answer to that question is definitely like players at my position. And I think there are 2 players that come to mind, is Maya and Simone. Just because I know the type of player I am, I know the capabilities that I have, and impacting the ball, the game on both sides of the ball. And so I know there will be opportunities for me to insert myself as a scoring threat, depending on who I'm on the floor with. But also I think that there's just times where I can just use my length. And like I said, just run the floor, get some steals, get some easy buckets, get back and defend. So, those are roles that I definitely saw Maya and Simone do day in and day out very consistently here at USA Basketball. And once again, the blueprint is kind of what it is for USA Basketball. And so knowing that they like to keep length on the perimeter, I look to those 2 players and Angel also, and just trying to see what they did that worked for them, and trying to recreate that.
And my second question is, watching you in Phoenix you took Sam Thomas under your wing as a leader. What are some of the things you can give Aaliyah, Shakira, Melissa, and Ryan as they are not only progressing through Team USA, but progressing in this league and for the next generation?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, and I told Ryan today, I just looked at her, I said, push yourself, just go out here and squeeze it for every bit of juice that you can, because being here is a privilege. It is an honor, whether you make the team or not, to come out here and be on the floor and be able to learn and just take in this energy from people that you've been competing against. Right? It's very rare that that women's basketball players are able to be in a gym that's just like safe and open, and everybody's in here, and we're all on the same team. So I just would say that, you know, just push yourself, be a sponge, and just compete. You know, don't roll over for anybody, still be you. But understand that, you know, there's a lot of learning to be done. And there's a lot of learning that you can get from being here at these training camps.
I appreciate you, Diamond. Keep up the good work. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Diamond. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Thanks, y'all.